let's just talk about the pillow situation that I've got going. This is how I sit up in bed. I've got a pregnancy pillow, a banana pillow, 2 pillows, and this is how I lay in bed when I'm just resting. Oh dear, it's time to get out of bed, get ready, let's clean everything up. Good morning. I apologise if you can hear Aaron mowing the lawn out the back. And I'm going to get ready for the day. Going on. That might make it a little bit better. Yeah, so lots of things have been going on. I am actually pregnant. So I finished up uni November last year, and I think the video before that was my last semester holiday here, and then I went back, finished my uni degree, and then came back and fell pregnant pretty much straight away. And I've kind of been working part-time and sorting out my business and what I want it to be, and all of that stuff. And yeah, I thought I'd start doing some prep for the baby. So I'm 29 weeks now, so that is 11 weeks until baby comes, like around that time. And so I want to do a lot of batch foods for when I'm in my recovery stage. It's really important for pregnant women to recover from their labour. Are you barking at me? Are you barking at me? Since falling pregnant, she has become much more of a baby. Don't mind the nappies. She also is 12 years old, so she's got incontinence. And she just pees over everything if I don't put nappies on her around the house. And then obviously when she's not on any furniture or anything like that, she gets to be out of the nappies. She absolutely hates being in nappies and doesn't like walking in them. But yeah, so don't mind the old girl in nappies. So yeah, so labour's really intense and tiresome. And once you give birth to the baby, you give birth to the placenta as well. So you technically have a internal sore that you need to recover. So a lot of Eastern medicines like Ayurveda, my brain's not working, Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, so TMC, they believe in resting for about 40 days. So in our Western culture, we don't do that at all. Hello, this is Editing Coco, currently editing, can you see my pregnant belly? Currently editing on the couch. As I'm listening to this video, I'm not making any sense. I go on a tangent, so I just want to quickly get rid of what I've just said and start all over. Pregnancy brain is real. So as a clinical nutritionist, I really believe in the resting. It really resonates with me. So in Western culture, we aren't like that. We don't have that intuitive need to rest. We kind of have our baby in the hospital. The next day we take it home and we go on as normal. We're cooking for our families. We're might be on maternity leave, but if you run your own business, you are still doing that and kind of navigating a newborn. In Eastern cultures, they for like 1 to 2 weeks, they're laying in bed, they're being looked after by their family members, and they're eating warming foods. So that is my premises over the next 11 weeks, is to prepare and freeze lots of like warming foods like soups, stews, instead of heavy meals like pastas, like lasagnas and stuff that a lot of women do make. And it's really hard on our digestion, which is really important, as we pregnant girlies know how bad constipation can be. In your postpartum, it's exactly the same. And we don't want our stools to be super hard, especially down there when we are very sore and tender for the next 6 weeks or so. So we need to make sure that our digestion is easy, and foods that, especially our proteins and stuff like that, are easy to break down, because if you're having like stews and soups, the protein's been sitting for a long while cooking, and so the meat is tenderized. Especially stews, it's like eating butter, it just melts in your mouth. So it's really important to make sure our digestion is well and good, and we're meeting our nutrients for you and the baby, because especially with lactation, a lot of mothers find it really hard to produce milk, so we need to make sure that we're getting enough nutrients. I think I've covered all bases of what she was trying to say, well, what I was trying to say in the video. So I'm going to get back to the programming. I hope that made sense, because I think I just went on a tangent too. Oh, pregnancy life is wild. Alright, let's get back to the video. See what the day takes us. If I'm tired and the vlog finishes pretty early, we'll see how we go. Alright, I'm going to finish this and then we're going to get prepping. Alright, I've had to pee probably about 3 times. But it's now time to make this stew. So I'm gonna need chopping board. Now I have been, I'm technically winging it. I've never made stew before. I've watched a lot of YouTube. That's pretty much what I've done, and looked at a few recipes just to see what kind of things that I want to put in there. So this recipe is kind of like a mishmash of a few different recipes, and just like the methods and how they do it. So we're going to start off with the beef chuck. So because a lot of the videos were American, they said 2 pounds. 2 pounds of beef chuck, which is roughly around about a kilo of beef chuck. So I went to the butcher and I got this for about $20. Oh my god, look at this beef. I'm not a huge meat person, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so we're just chopping it into chunks. The fatty bits. Ted's like, yum, I can smell that. I need a better knife, or a sharper knife. I should have sharpened it before I did this video. Aaron, that's what I want for Christmas, a really good knife. Alright, so let's get a bowl out. Excuse you, Teddy. So they're wrapped like that thick. in focus. And don't worry so much about the fat that is on the chunks because it'll be rendered off when you're cooking it. Is that the word, Aaron? Rendered? Yeah. Yep. So this is going to be really good for my digestion. So instead, slow cooking is really good for digestion, given that it is a broken down protein. And especially when you are having a baby, well, after you've had your baby and during your baby and just pregnancy in general, your digestion is really slow. So we want to create meals that are really going to help with your digestion, making sure you're getting enough iron in the blood, and B12 as well. And obviously red meat is very high in iron and B12 and zinc, and these are really important things to have in your breast milk especially. And if we're not meeting our requirements, it starts stripping, the breast milk starts like trying to find it from other places in the body. And we also need to, as mamas, make sure that we are getting enough for us and the baby. So, excuse me, you're not getting any of this. I understand you want some. You're not getting any. Ted, stop. Quit. Quit. Yes. So Teddy continued to bark at me like a spoiled little brat that she is sometimes. So I am going to do a voiceover. So to kind of like coat the meat, we're going to be putting all-purpose flour, salt and pepper, and so it's just 1 teaspoon of each. And then with the flour, we're just going to use like 1/4 cup. And then we're going to massage it in to the meat. This is going to help with really making that stock into a gravy, and then the salt and pepper obviously for flavoring. So what's going on here? I've changed lenses in hopes to make it look better. So Aaron has just taken Teddy for a walk because as I was trying to make the video, she wanted the meat and it was just getting really disruptive. So I've preheated the oven to 160, which I think is degrees. So I think that's 350 Fahrenheit. And so I've put all the meat ready to go. I'm going to sear it. So while that meat is searing and getting nice and brown, I'm going to chop up some onions. I've just made them like big and chunky because obviously they're going to soften and they're going to be really nice bite-sized chunks. Then I'm going to chunk up my carrots as well. So with that, I'm just peeling my organic carrots. You don't have to do this, you can just wash them, but I like to use my ends and the peels for making stock. So I like to have that on hand. So we're just going to make sure that we are checking on our meat, whether it needs to be flicked over. And then we're going to chop about 3 to 4 stalks for this recipe of celery. Hello, you. So my poodle is back. She's so cheeky. So I've put 4 garlic cloves into the worst garlic grater in the world. I'm definitely getting a new one. So that crunchy stuff at the bottom is called fond. That's what's that beef flavor with like the flour. It's all stuck to the bottom. That is going to reduce. So I'm just adding in some potatoes as they soften. Then I'm going to add the meat and the stock, and it's going to just, oh, I can just think of it right now as I'm doing this voiceover. It's so good. So I'm going to let that simmer for a little bit after I've put the stock in and just really enrich those flavors in there. I'm also going to put in the herbs and spices because I did forget to put them in earlier. You can put them in with the veggies. So I've just got a bay leaf, a little sprig of rosemary, and some thyme. Then I'm putting in some Worcestershire sauce. I can never pronounce that. And some tomato paste. Next time I'm definitely going to try just plain old tomatoes. But this is all I had on hand. This is from the freezer, so we're going to give it a go. But just look at that. Yum. So I was just about to stop the video and make a spot of lunch because I'm hungry. I've got to feed this baby. I forgot the mushrooms. I forgot to put the mushrooms in, so that's another ingredient that needs to go in the pot. Oh, that looks so good. So that's gonna go in, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven for 3 to 4 hours so the meat really starts to tenderize. Whew, I'm out of breath. So I'm gonna go do that, make lunch, and we'll see you in 3 to 4 hours. So it has been 3 hours. Usually you can do it 3 to 4 hours, but we're gonna see. Oh my god, there's a fly. We're gonna see what it looks like. I'm scared how hot it's gonna be. Woo!
The light up?
Oh. It's not us. It's not a very good light. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so hot and heavy. Almost pulled a hernia. Oh, look at that. Get away from me, fly. Oh my god, yum. Let me pull the camera over. That looks so good. Oh my god, yum. So we'll take Ted for a walk and then we'll come back, make some rice to go with it, and we can try it. Ooh, I'm so excited. Yum. Alright, so I'm gonna finish the vlog there because it's dinner time and I'm absolutely zonked. Ready to wait for that to cool down and prep it and make it all nice. And just enjoy dinner. I am so puffed. So I hope you like this video. I hope you share and enjoy and make a stew like this one. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.
There we go. Moving the counter around a campfire. Eating that stew.
Sitting around a campfire eating our stew. Let's try this. Oh, it just like falls off. Looks like butter.